Yo guys, what's up? It's Cherry here, and today we're going to be going over the Season 7 WPF Magikarp League Draft Analysis. I am your coach, Cherry Mancake. First of all, I just want to say I love my logo. I will always give my thanks to Sen for making my logo. It's gorgeous. But yeah, so I am going to be going over my 11 mons that I drafted for this league, and how I'm going to abuse them. So, as you guys know, today is Monday, and my ICPO Week 4 match is supposed to go up today. Yeah, about that. The computer that I was trying to film it on is very crappy, and it's very inconsistent. So, it was one of those weeks where it was like, no, fam, no, I can't handle it. So I was like, man. And I was texting Charisma. I'm like, yo, Charisma, can you record it for me so I can voice it over? He was like, yeah, no problem. So I'm like, cool. So pretty much, he didn't send me the email with the video. And it's Monday. And the battle's supposed to go up at 1 p.m. So that's fun. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And I lost, which it's kind of ironic. But I did lose 2-1. Charisma is a very good player, very good VGC player, and he had Metagross, which I think is really busted, especially in Draft League VGC format. So we're gonna look past that. This is a new league. This is Showdown, which is better for my school schedule as well, so that's a win-win for me. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into it. So our first pick, I said no matter what my draft plan is, I am getting this first. And lo and behold, I got Toxapex. Toxapex is an amazing Regenerator Wall. It also gets Recover on top of that, which I think is really busted. Base, it has really good defenses, base 152 defense and base 142 special defense, which helps it helps with physical attackers. If you're a physical attacker and you don't get Earthquake or like Zen Headbutt, or I don't know, something that hits it super effectively, yeah, I come in with Pex all the time, because it's amazing. It also gives us our first set of hazards in the form of toxic spikes. It also helps us with setup, because it gets access to Haze, which is really good. Haze pairs really well with its defense stats. So yeah, and it's Nat Dex, so there's going to be quite a bit of setup options. So yeah, and our nickname for Toxapex is No Mercy, because we will show no mercy. Once this thing comes in, you are not safe. Period. Uh, but moving on into our next pick, just for some context, I absolutely love Wish Passing. I love Wish Passing, I love Pivot, I love Bulk, I love all of it. When I played Gen 7 leagues, I always had to have at least one Wish Passer. So, you may have guessed it, our second pick is Sylveon. Now, I don't think I've had any experience with Sylveon in my draft league format, which is kind of ironic, but I don't know. I love how from the videos I watch and from using it on like OU ladder in like Gen 7 and a little bit in Gen 8, along with using it in like the first or second series in VGC format, Sylveon's really good. It's a great defensive fairy type that can also be ran offensively. It gives us our first Wish Passer and first Heal Bell user in Cleric. It has a great spammable attack in the form of Hyper Voice and Pixelate, which, oh my god, which is amazing. And it gets a slow pivot in the form of Baton Pass, which I think is really good. If you don't have a taunt user, I'm running Wish Protect Heal Bell Baton Pass, and nobody's going to stop me. But I'm really excited for it. I can't wait to run Throat Spray. I can't wait to run Specs. Maybe I'll run Scarf one week. I don't know. I love how Sylveon runs and all the things it does. So yeah, I love its bulk, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So for my third pick, I was kind of panicking because I wanted Scissor, but Scissor I think was taken at the time. I also kind of wanted Mega Scissor, but I think Mega Scissor was taken at the time. So I was like, I don't know. I want a steel type, and I was also panicking because I think it was Saturday night, and my family just finished setting up the tree, and watched a Christmas movie. I think it was Mrs. Grinch, or I don't know, but I panicked. I didn't want people waiting on me, so I was like, "F it." So I decided to pick up Jirachi. Now, Jirachi is very well rounded because it has base 100 stats across the board. It gives us our first Stealth Rocker. It also gives us our second Wish Passer, which the more the merrier. And on top of giving us our second Wish Passer, it also gives us more pivot. Oh my god. Pivots that are not weak to rocks are my best friend. But it gives us pivot options like U-turn and Baton Pass. And it has a ton of setup. So I could abuse it with stored power, which sounds really fun reading it. And also something to note, this league's Baton Pass rules are kinda weird and wonky. Pretty much, usually Baton Pass, like in leagues like I play in, or it's dry passing only or negative stat passing. Or if, like the rare occasion, you can Baton Pass speed only, and like that's it. But in this league, you can Baton Pass any positive stat. It doesn't have to be speed, but it can only be one positive stat. So pretty much what I'm hearing is I could Baton Pass a +6 Iron Defense, because I think this thing gets Iron Defense. I could Baton Pass a +6 Iron Defense into, I don't know, something. Into Pex maybe and make it unbeatable, which sounds really fun. But yeah. Oh my god, and I'm not even going over, I didn't even go over Sylveon's nickname. Sylveon's nickname is Valerie, because in Gen 6, the fairy leader's name is Valerie. That's where that originated. And I have 3 Sylveon, 3, my god, 3 Jirachi, sprites, because its nickname is Wishing Star, and I wish we can win the Magikarp League, which I doubt it, because I'm not that good, but, you know, one can hope, one can dream. But moving on into our 4th pick, why do I forget what I picked 4th? Oh, no. I picked, from the 3 that I already have, I have amazing defense. And I realized, talking to a few friends, shout out to Snam and Beal, I was talking to them and I'm like, I need offense. And they're like, yeah, you need offense. So, for my 4th pick, I picked up Haxorus. Haxorus is a very, very offensive dragon. Pretty good speed tier, especially for Nat decks, with base with base 97, and it has an outstanding attack stat at base 147. And I can't wait to click Bandit First Impression on stuff. That's gonna be so much fun. But and also on top of having that attack stat, it also gets Dragon Dance and good coverage like Poison Jab, and I think does it get Mega Horn? I'm not sure. But all I know is it has good coverage. So yeah, I'm really excited to use Haxorus this season. I can't wait to click Banner First Impression and then switch into Pex. That sounds sexy already. Oh, and I oop. But the nickname for Haxorus is gonna be Iris because Pokemon Masters. Shout out to Pokemon Masters. I love Iris and Haxorus, their relationship. That's really cool. Um, but yeah, so that's it for Haxorus. Now, my 5th pick, it was kind of conflicting. So, I wanted my Mega. And I was like, okay, Pelipper is still there. I could go Pelipper Swampert and pick up Rain. And everyone I'm talking to is like, no. Weather is bad. Weather is bad. Which, I guess, because I've never really ran Weather throughout all my years of Draft League experience. I've never ran Weather. But I was like, yeah, whatever. Everyone's saying Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Aerodactyl. I'm like, what's so special about Mega Aerodactyl? They're like, it gets Dragon Dance, Tough Claws, Dual Wingbeat. That's all that needs to be said for me. So our 5th pick is Mega Aerodactyl. It has an outstanding speed stat for a Draft League, base 150, which very few things outspeed it, other than like Scarfers and like Regice. But that's one Mon out of like, I don't know, a few, and it's Draft League. Not everyone's gonna have Regice, but I'm very excited to use it. Tough Claws plus Dragon Dance plus Dual Wingbeat go Brrrr. Substitutes are not safe. I think Tough Claws is what, 20% boost? I'm not so sure. Let me actually check really quick. I am not sure. Oh my god, I am such a bad Pokemon player. I have never used Mega Aerodactyl. The only Megas I've used in like Gen 7 was like Gallade and Char Y and like things like that. Like I've never really. Oh, it's 30%. Oh, oh, well, substitutes are not safe at all. This Mega Aerodactyl gives us technically our first Defogger and our second Stealth Rocker. I'm probably not really going to click Defog with this thing, but if I'm kind of unsure about a fourth move, then Defog is always an option. It has access to Roost, which is good for recovery, and it has a pretty good defense stats for a fast flying type. Base 85 defense and 95 special defense, and base 80 HP for a fast rock flying type. That's really, really cool. And I just want to, my nickname for Mega Aerodactyl this season will be Beal. Shout out to Beal. His favorite Mon, I think, is Mega Aerodactyl, or favorite Mega in the format, and he was one of the few that suggested it to me. So I was like, hey, I watch too much TikTok. But moving on into our sixth pick, I totally forgot where I was going with that, but sixth pick is Chandelure. Now, I needed a wall breaker. I also kind of sort of wanted a fire type, and Chandelure gives me just that. Chandelure is a great Scarfer. It also has a base 145 special attack stat. That's crazy. Base 145 special attack stat along with a base 80 speed stat. Amazing Scarfer and Wallbreaker. It also has good defensive stats and flame body, so I could be cheeky and run like leftovers. I think this thing gets like toxic. I'm not sure. I've never used Chandelure. Yeah, it gets toxic. It also gets clear smog. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh my god. It doesn't have a lot of coverage. It has like energy ball to cover water types, main stab, psychic, but not really a lot. And it gets Trick Scarf, Trick Banded. I don't know if I'll ever run that this season, but Trick Scarf is fun. And our nickname is Sia because Sia's song Chandelier is such a bop and reminds me of my third, fourth, or fifth grade vibes, I guess, on the bus. I don't know. Chandelier. Alright, let me stop. But our seventh pick in the draft, I believe, did I pick Hitmontop? I did pick Hitmontop. Now, I kind of got sniped. I wanted Mudstale. I was going to go like Mudstale Hitmonchan, but Mudstale got taken from me, and I'm kind of sad about that still. So I was like, okay, well, I can grab Hitmontop now. Hitmontop is an intimidate user. It also has great defensive bulk and utility options. It also gives us our second form of hazard removal in rapid spin, and probably throughout the season I'm probably going to click things like toxic, close combat. I believe it gets knockoff as well. Oh nope, it doesn't get knockoff. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, toxic, close combat are probably going to be my most clicked moves this season. And on top of that, it also gets Technician. So I can run Technician, Mach Punch, and Fake Out. I love Fake Out. I play VGC. Fake Out is cool. I don't care what anybody else says. It also gets Triple Axle and Bullet Punch. So that sounds really fun. Maybe I could do like a Cursed Technician set with like Mach Punch, Bullet Punch. Let me stop talking. The nickname is Grandmaster D-Ray. Shout out to Mario being Grandmaster D-Ray. I don't know if Grandmaster D-Ray knows me, but his videos are really cool. You guys should definitely check them out. But Mario B's the homie. Mario B's the OG. But shout out to him. He's cool. They're both cool. But Mario B is really, really cool and really nice guy. I'll link both of their channels in the description. But moving on into our eighth pick. Now, for context on my eighth pick, so here's the thing. For my eighth pick, I was going to pick Rotom-Mow. But my phone died, right? My phone died. And then when I finally got to charge my phone, I was like, I have like one more homework assignment to do, so I can make my pick after. I was on my last question and I fell asleep. And I woke up like 2 hours after my 10-hour timer ended. I was so mad that I didn't pick. And I don't know, there was some shady business going on. Like I felt like people were coming at me, you know, trying to be a little shady. So I'm like, okay. But they said they weren't, but I'm not going to mention names. Wait for week 5. But anyway, so our 8th pick technically was going to be Rotom-Mow, but they registered it as Regice, which I picked after the draft. So I guess our 8th pick is Regice. This is a tier 5. Articuno got sniped from me. I love Articuno's design, and it got taken from me, and I'm so sad. But Regice is still pretty good. It is an offensive ice type that can be ran defensively. It's also an amazing assault vest user with base 200 special defense and base 80 HP. This thing could take any special attack with an assault vest. It comes in, it takes, and I have the Wish Passers for it. So I can run AV, take a hit, go into Sylveon or Jirachi, set up Wish, click Baton Pass or U-turn, go right back into oh my god. Ooh, spoilers, well, whatever. But Toxic and Thunder Wave are fun moves to click. Leftovers, defensive. I know ice types are really bad defensively, but you know, we're gonna make it work. Speaking of defensively, heavy duty boots are also gonna be our best friend with this mon, and Blunder Policy Zap Cannon, but it also gets Rock Polish. But still, Blunder Policy Zap Cannon sounds cool. And our nickname for this will be Mr. Freeze. Did I go over the last nickname? Yeah, I did. Oh my god, I'm so all over the place. I'm trying to get this done before 1 o'clock so I can upload it. But yeah, so that's Mr. Freeze. And then our 9th pick, as I accidentally clicked, is Rotom-Mow. This was supposed to be my 8th pick, so basically every pick after that was supposed to be a pick before it. So the 9th pick was supposed to be the 8th pick. The 10th pick was supposed to be the 9th pick. Like, Regice was supposed to be last. Like, I wasn't worried about Regice. But, Rotom-Mow, which gives us our 3rd hazard remover with access to Defog. It gives us Volt Switch, which completes our VoltTurnPass Core. Yes, I made that up. VoltTurnPass, period. It also gives us a decently fast electric grass type that ruins water types. I can come in on like Vaporeons, pretty much any water type, maybe even Urshifu Rapid Strike. That sounds kind of fun. Come in, click Volt Switch, go right out. Sounds so much fun. It's also a great Scarfer, and it gets Trick, which sounds fun. Yo, Trick Chandelure, Trick Rotom-Mow. That, oh my god, I can't wait. And then it also kills tomatoes. If you don't get the reference, you're too old. I'm sorry. Like, if you don't get the tomato killer reference, you're older than me. I don't know how older you are than me, but you're older than me. But yeah, so that's basically Rotom-Mow as a pretty good speed stat as well. I don't know if I included that in here. Yeah, decently fast. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It has good bulk as well. But yeah, now our 10th pick, I think was supposed to be our 9th pick. I said this already, but I was like, hey, I found this. I'm like, yo, I've never used this mon. I've seen this mon in action. This mon can do work. So I was like, you know what? I'm picking it up. And apparently I sniped somebody. Somebody was going to pick it in the same round. I'm so smart. But a 10th mon is going to be Zoroark. Now, I've never used Zoroark before. Although, from the OU battles, like Draft League matches I've seen, Zoroark is busted. Illusion is busted. On top of Illusion, it has great offensive stats and a good speed stat. It also gives us our 4th pivot option in U-turn. So I can disguise this as Jirachi or Rotom-Mow. Click, or no, not Rotom-Mow. Disguise it as Jirachi. Literally click U-turn, and they won't even know. Because Jirachi gets U-turn. They won't even know. But speaking of which, it's a great Scarfer, and it's another trick user. All these trick users, man. I'm so excited. It also gets decently good coverage, as I can see. I think it gets like Sludge Bomb and Flamethrower, Night Daze, Dark Pulse, Foul Play. I don't think it gets much. I'm not so sure. I've never used it before. But Nightshade, go Brrrr. 40% chance to lower the accuracy. Go Brrrr. I know A-Drive used it in a league, which is where most of my experience with it is. But go Brrrr. And our name for this is Imposter, because it's literally an imposter. But we're gonna move on. And then our 11th pick, our final pick, is Rhydon, right? Rhydon. Okay, first of all, we're gonna remove this for a second. Rhydon, right? Learned how to use Surf, because every trainer needs a Pokemon to ride on. amazing. Shout out to whoever made that. I think that's really funny. But moving on to our notes, base 105 HP and 120 defense with Eviolite. Amazing. Gives us our third and final Stealth Rock setter. Base 130 attack stat Earthquake. That's gonna hurt. I'm sorry, but that's gonna hurt. It gives us a ground type that we really needed. It also gives us Iron Defense Body Press. This is like a budget Regirock. I'm sorry, budget Regirock, except it has ground mixed in with it. But it also gets loads of coverage as well, including Surf. If you didn't see my ICPL Week 3 match, I used Hydro Pump Snorlax to use Max Geyser, which was kind of fun. But I hope I can use Surf at least one time this season. And our nickname for it is Jimmy, because in a Gen 7 league that I played in, my Rhyperior was named Jimmy, and because of it, it actually allowed me to win finals. So that was really fun. So yeah, I think this is pretty much the team. Looking at it, I think it looks pretty good. I'm excited to use a lot of these mons because I've never really... The only mons I've used are like Toxapex, is that it? I've got to use Jirachi before. No, I've definitely used Rotom-Mow. I've definitely used Pex. I don't know if I've used anything else here. Wow. This is crazy. Whatever. But yeah, this is week 7 of the WPF, or not week 7, season 7 of the WPF. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where this league takes me. I plan to record, hopefully it'll let me. Jesus, take the wheel. But I think the only problem with this team is, I don't know, it feels a little lackluster. Speed tiers are also kind of meh too. I have a speed tier gap with base 97 to base 86, if I'm not mistaken, and base 150 to base 105. I know that for a fact. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I have here. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Okay, wait. I just wanted the song to finish. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, adios.